Welcome to the first video of the Makerbot Replicator 3D printer series. In this video we will start by giving you a brief introduction to the Makerbot Replicator 3D printers. Makerbot 3D printers melt Makerbot filament and can be used to make solid 3D objects. They come with a software, Makerware, which translates 3D files into instructions for the Makerbot, which are read via an SD card. The Makerbot heats up filament and squeezes it out through a nozzle to make a solid object, layer by layer. This method is called the fused filament fabrication method. The UQ School of Architecture has two different types of Makerbots, the Makerbot Replicator 2 and the Makerbot Replicator 2X. We will firstly look at the Makerbot Replicator 2 and outline its different parts. It has one extruder, which has the nozzle attached to it, a removable Perspex build plate, which the model is built upon, an SD card reader, as software is loaded into the machine via an SD card, an LCD screen and keypad, which allows you to control the machine, a build platform, which moves up and down, a thread Z-axis rod, which controls the level of the build platform, and a gantry system, which controls the movement of the extruder. Looking at it from the back, we can see a filament guide tube, which the filament is threaded through, a filament spool, which can be changed for different colored models, a spool holder, a power switch, and lastly, an extruder cable. The maximum size object you can print on the Makerbot 2 is 280 mm by 150 mm by 150 mm high. We will now look at the other 3D printer, the Makerbot 2X. Looking at it from the front, we can see that it has two extruders, which each have an individual nozzle attached to them, a heated aluminium build plate, which is not removable and the model is built upon, an SD card reader, as software is loaded into the machine via an SD card, an LCD screen and keypad to allow you to control the machine, a build platform which moves up and down, a door, a threaded Z-axis rod which controls the level of the build platform, and a gantry system which controls the movement of the extruders. Looking at the 2X from the back, we can see that it has two filament guide tubes, which filament is threaded through, two filament spools, two spool holders, a power switch, and lastly an extruder cable. Maximum size you can print on this printer is 240 mm by 150 mm by 150 mm high. We will now look at the LCD screen and keypad on the Makerbots. The screen lists options to select and tells you what the printer is doing. Next to the LCD screen is a keypad. The left key allows you to cancel or go back. The up and down keys allow you to scroll through the different options shown on the screen. The central M key is pressed to select an option. When the M has a solid red light, it means that the printer is working properly. When the M is flashing, it means that the printer is still waiting for user input. The main differences between the two Makerbot 3D printers are that the Makerbot Replicator 2 has a removable build plate which does not heat up and it only has one extruder. It also can only use PLA filament. The Makerbot Replicator 2X, however, has a heated build plate. It has two extruders and two filament spools. Having two extruders and two spools allows for the option to print a model made up of two different colors. For example, the structure we're building in one color and the cladding in another. It also gives the option of using a dissolvable filament in the one extruder. This allows you to print a model with support material that can later be dissolved away, allowing you to create more detailed models which can have cantilevers and door lintels, which otherwise cannot be done. The Makerbot 2X uses ABS filament, dissolvable filament, and some other experimental filaments can be used on it. This concludes our introduction to the Makerbot Replicator 3D printers. For further information on how to use the Makerware software and how to print a 3D model, please watch some of our following videos.